Every little step I had in life sort of adds on to my ability to do what I do day to day.
Downtime isn't something Dr. Ralph Layman enjoys an abundance of.
My saying is, if the day ends in a Y, I'm usually working, so probably 6.5.
The trauma and transplant surgeon at Henrico Doctors Hospital tends to crises on a daily basis.
And then the sort of middle of the night emergencies from anything from a car crash to violence may come through the door.
The 45-year-old points to his Eagle Scout training as the reason he's always prepared.
The surgeries, sometimes they're rather short, an hour, 2 hours, but some of the more complex surgeries can go push that 8 or 10 hour mark just for the surgery itself.
Scrubs are not the only uniform in Dr. Layman's closet.
There's no days off. Things could happen 24/7.
Colonel Layman has been serving in the United States Army for 20 years.
My first deployment was just after I finished my residency in 2008.
Dr. Layman has performed surgeries in Iraq and Afghanistan several times.
I just returned from my 6th deployment.
6 deployments in a dozen years.
There's definitely no clock to punch when you're the only surgeon out in the middle of the mountains of Afghanistan.
Not every operating room near a battlefield is state-of-the-art.
You have limited supplies, you have limited staff availability, you have limited light sometimes. It takes a lot of thinking on your feet. It takes a lot of ingenuity.
His patients, friend, and foe alike.
Our first goal is to preserve their life, preserve their limbs, preserve their eyesight, and I'll let the politics happen at another spot.
With his steady hands always on the move, Dr. Layman admits the travel can put a strain on the married father, but knowing his family supports him from afar makes each deployment a little easier.
It is a sense of duty. It's a sense of the commitment that I've made to the country and to my fellow soldiers.
As a career soldier, there is a strong likelihood Dr. Layman will be sent overseas again.
So I was recently promoted, and so I won't be getting out anytime soon.
This former Eagle Scout doesn't have any regrets. It's what this soldier surgeon signed up to do.
I love being here and treating the people of Richmond, but I also love probably just as much being out of the country in some interesting or sometimes harrowing situations, taking care of our people that are overseas.
Serving patients and the nation seems to be a theme at Henrico Doctors Hospital. Dr. Ralph Layman is one of more than 25 surgeons and doctors who are in the military or who are veterans. For Heroes Among Us, I'm Greg McQuade, CBS 6 News.